Good afternoon, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. Hot here, humid. I've been out here earlier this morning, and it was nice and cool because it rained last night. But the humidity when I come out this morning, it was 91%, but cool because there's a breeze. But now the sun's gone in, but it's warm, sweaty. So a friend of mine's got a car. It's a Nissan, and at their house they have roosters. So the rooster jumps up on the front of the car, all over the car, and scratches the paint. I know, crazy, huh? And the front of the car looked terrible. It looked like dull. It just lots of scratches in it, and like I wouldn't have been pleased. So I said, okay, let me experiment on your car if you're happy. So yesterday I showed you I went out and bought some stuff. Well, I have a grinder, but there's no variable control on it. So I cleaned the grinder up to get all the dust off it because I use it for welding. Get all the dirt off it. Sprayed some WD-40 on it, wiped it all clean, and then put all the polishing stuff on it. But the trouble is the speed of it is at 12,000 RPMs, and you're supposed to be between 5,000 and 6,000 RPM. So I was kind of scared to use it, so I did it, but super gentle. So I put some polish on, rubbed it around with my fingers because I was just playing, right? And I went over it quickly, like maybe 4 or 5 passes, just very gentle. And you could hardly even see the scratches when I finished. Have a look at this. Okay, there's some scratches on here from a rooster trying to get on top of this car. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. I can see it with my eye, but I can't see it in the camera, so I hope you can see it. A few little blemishes there. So the aim is I'm just going to polish it only and see what happens. First experiment. And for the rocket scientist that said that what I bought was not for a drill but for a grinder, I know that. But I wanted to use the drill because this was super dirty. But this morning I sprayed it with WD-40 on the outside and wiped it clean, so it looks like new again because I had used it for welding. But I'm going to attack it now and see what I can do. After buffering. All I did is put polish on and buffed it off with the machine. I can see some tiny imperfections, but the mess that was there overall looks like it's gone to me. So from my first attempt, I'm quite pleased. The scratches are like 98% missing. You can only see just a shadow of a few, not all of them, and I haven't even done anything yet. So I'm very pleased. I'm gonna buy myself a clear container and put all my stuff that I've collected in it, because I got my truck to do, and my friend said I can experiment on his car, so I'm gonna do it. But see if I can get it up nice and shiny. If I can do it on that one, I can do mine easy, because my paint's okay. It's just got a couple nicks to take care of, but you know, each one's going to take time. So, but I'm happy to play. I don't know why. I just been thinking about this for a long time to learn how to do all this properly. So either tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to go buy I guess you call it a grinder, but a buffer, the right angled ones, because it's got to be a little bit bigger than the one I have, so it has a variable control on it. So, but I think, you know, I've got some rubbing compound, I got some polish, I got some pads, but I think I'm going to get a couple more. I think I'm going to go to see if I can find a spray polish, because I think that will be a lot easier to control. You put, you know, spray it on, it's like a mist over it, as opposed to big lumps of paste, and then buff it, the front of the car, with a new grinder, buffer. I think the front of the car is going to come up amazing. So that's where I am at the moment. But I'm going to keep going because I want to get my paint. I got some blemishes, as I said yesterday, a couple of blemishes, but I'm going to fix it up. And then I'll buff my car up and make it nice and shiny again. I know in America and in England and I guess Europe, people do, you know, I have a friend actually I was in the green clothes with who has a van and does it for a living. Somebody will call him and say, yeah, I got a little scratch, can you come fix it for me? And off he goes with his van. I don't know, I don't think I'll do that, but it's just fun. Make a car shiny again. Stop for lunch, huh? Got some nice spaghetti. Looks yum, huh? So I think I'm gonna make this disappear, have a shower, get changed, and go buy that grinder. Because tomorrow I have a day free, so I can play. But then on Thursday I gotta go back to the dentist. I don't like to complain, but I'm going to complain about that last dentist. Suppose I went there, I paid him for a teeth clean and polishing, and he went, on this tooth, he went up and down about 4 times. This side, he touched his tooth, he went inside, he went, done. Never went in here, or here he missed. I'm like, dude, I paid you money. So I see my normal, I was going to say vet, dentist tomorrow, so I'm going to tell her. I know it's her practice, but I don't like complaining, but look, if you don't do your job, then I'm going to complain. If you do your job, then I'll be the first to go tell somebody how great you are. But I want to go get that grinder, I think. I've been out here about 3 times trying to show you this hedge on 3 different days, and it's windy every single day. Is rainy season, right? So I want to show you today, so I'm sorry if there's any wind noise. So I did this the other day on Sunday, did the side and the top all the way to the end. Even cleaned the road, got all the mud off the road. That's where the road ends, right there. I remember in Germany driving through villages and watching the granny out on the road sweeping the street and washing the bus stop out front of her house. She washed the bus stop. So I thought, if a granny can wash the bus stop, I can clean the road. So maybe one day it'll rub off and other people might think, hey, we could have a nice environment, a nice village, a nice society if we all just cleaned our mess. Wonderful. So I just cleaned that little bit there next to the hedge and did on top. I've still got around the back there, round to the right a little bit to do. So I'll do that. Can't do it today, everything's wet. Which is not a problem because I don't really feel like doing it. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, maybe the weekend again, huh? But it's I got it under control again. We got out of control when it rained before for weeks. It just kept growing and growing and growing. But I like it a lot. The local people who drive by, when I'm working on it, they always say, "Soy, soy." Beautiful, pretty. I say, "Grab," you know, thank you, or acknowledge, you know, just acknowledge what they're saying. But it does look nice. I like it because it breaks the wind from coming across the fields, and it's privacy. It's not really a protection, but it's privacy. That's what I like about it. I don't like people watching me when I'm working in the garden. Okay, guys, I'm going to sign off and say good night. Look after yourselves. Buckets of blessings, rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. All the very best. See you in the morning.